From the depths, a humming sound began to tremble. It grew and spread, filling the emptiness and throbbing with energy. Om is thought to resonate at a vibration consistent with creation of matter in Hindu and Buddhist traditions. According to religious systems and cultural beliefs around the world and across time, it all started with a sound. Hello, all my fellow hitchhikers across the galaxy. Welcome to my channel. Seven Sisters Alchemy is all about transformation, learning deep truths, and discovering the underpinnings of ourselves and our universe. Today we're talking about sound and vibration. That's pretty much what we'll usually be talking about. In the beginning, all religions have used sound as underpinnings for their religious practices and a way to connect with the divine. From Christianity's Holy Bible, which talks about the creation of the world being created by a word, let there be light, to the Hindu and Buddhist traditions of all creation beginning with a trembling sound from the deep, which was Om, to Islamic traditions, which says that the creator of all things has to merely say a word, and it is. All religions have used sound, voice, music, instruments to connect with the divine. Why do we use sound to connect with the divine? We use sound to communicate with each other, and so therefore the divine must surely understand us as well. If we are created in the image of our creator, or if we make up the creator in our own image. Either way, they surely must understand us through sound. Tesla said, if you want to understand the universe, you must look at frequency, sound, and vibration. Sound is the highest form of frequency and vibration that we can actualize in our human existence. Even if we can't hear a sound, the vibration or frequency of a sound still affects us. Dogs, cats, birds, bats, dolphins, whales, all of them hear sounds above or below our hearing threshold, which as humans is 20 hertz at the lowest end approximately, and 200 hertz at the highest end. That's if you have good hearing. As we age and develop hearing impairments, we may hear a smaller range of sounds. Nonetheless, whether we hear it with our auditory ear or not, sound is still affecting our brain and our bodies. Many of us in modern day life are used to the white noise of the cities, even the suburbs. Even in rural areas, we have power lines running through that vibrate at audible frequencies, and if you stop underneath a main power line and listen, you can hear the buzzing, but we've become so used to it that we don't even recognize it anymore. But it still affects our brains and our bodies nonetheless. Many people in big cities with a constant array of different sounds around them all day feel stressed out and may not even know the reason why. Much of it may be because of the chaotic sounds around them all the time. Humans are not built to have this kind of sound and this intensity of sound around us all the time. We are born from nature. We began in nature. We love nature sounds. That's why it is part of the reason why it is so healing to go out and spend time in nature. Hear the wind through the trees, the birds chirping in the forest, the rustling of squirrels through the undergrowth, the trickling of a stream or the rush of a river, the crash of ocean waves. It's very soothing to our souls because that's the kind of sound that we resonate with. Because everything in the known universe makes a sound. Planets, black holes, pulsars, every star makes a sound. Although the radio frequency of their sound is below our human threshold, we are able to transmute it into our hearing threshold using computer software. The Voyager probe went out in the 80s to record sounds of our solar system. And we were astonished when it came back, and we had to raise the frequencies by about 50 octaves to suit human hearing of the planets and stars and black holes around us that it captured. But each planet had its distinctive music. It had its own sound, and not one was like the other. Just like the planets and the stars, our bodies are made of the same stuff as the planets and stars. Our bodies make sound. Every cell in your body vibrates at a different frequency, depending on the type of cell. And there's over 200 different types of cells in our bodies. And depending on the part of your body that your cells are in, they operate on a different range of frequencies. The lowest frequency ranges are from your gut and down. And the middle range is from your heart center down to your gut. And the highest vibrational frequencies of cells in your body are from your neck and up. Even science, with our modern technology, is able to gauge the frequency of the cells in our bodies and treat various types of cancers and other diseases with something called radio frequency ablation. And radio frequency ablation, frequency is applied through a very thin needle directly into the organ in which cancer resides, say the pancreas or the gallbladder or the thyroid. And scientists now know the frequency that those type of cancer cells vibrate at. So they apply that specific frequency to that area, and you can watch within like 10 minutes these cancer cells imploding on themselves. They destroy the cancer cells. They don't explode them. They implode upon themselves. They disintegrate. So what does that mean for us in everyday life and what sound is doing to us? And how can we use sound to help us promote well-being and health in ourselves and our communities? There are different frequencies of sounds we can use in our own homes through sound generators. There is white noise that's a healthy white noise, not like the noise of the power lines and the traffic and all the chaotic noise from outside, but it's more like the humming of your fan spinning at night. And it can help people sleep. Some people find pink noise to be more restful. Others like green noise, which is more akin to the sounds and frequencies of the forest or green spaces, right? There's blue noise. And each type of color of noise is associated with a different frequency of noise, of sound. There's also brown noise, which has been known to cause people to become incontinent, has been used in warfare, has been used in riot control. Police sometimes use sound cannons as a form of riot control in the United States, and it causes crippling pain to course through people's bodies who hear it. But sound can also be very healing. Binaural beats. Listening to binaural beats is a way of using sound to heal your mental and emotional bodies, at least. It can be very soothing. And what binaural beats is one frequency in one ear and another frequency in the other ear, typically separated by 5 to 15 hertz, but generally below the threshold of our hearing of 20 hertz. So you can't hear audibly the different beats alternating. You must use headphones to get the binaural beats. But they can reset your brain in a way that can soothe anxiety, relieve stress, help you sleep, even relieve depression. We can use binaural beats to deal with grief. We can use binaural beats to help us get through particularly stressful periods in our life or to deal with insomnia. But monaural beats also work well. Monaural beats are binaural beats, but listened to without headphones. Monaural beats have similar effects, but they may not be as effective or as intense, and may be good for people whose brains are extremely sensitive to binaural beats. Other forms of sound therapy include sound baths, in which practitioners play various instruments, typically made out of crystal, quartz crystal, or other glass instruments, or perhaps metal Tibetan bowls, and create a sound atmosphere that puts you in a meditative, very relaxed state. They may take you on a guided meditation, or they may allow participants to just hear the sounds and relax. It can be very transformative, and at the very least, very relieving. The effects can last for days. You may feel less stressed out. You may feel more capable of dealing with everyday stressors or particularly stressful situations. You may feel more compassionate with others and yourself, and you probably will sleep better for at least a few days. My particular form of sound therapy involves using hand-pounded, therapeutic-grade Himalayan bowls, placing them on the body, and the vibrations course through the body, and training cells in the body to their prime resonant frequency, their highest, most healthiest vibrational frequency. It relieves most pain almost instantly. It may not make it disappear, but it dissipates it. It relieves mental stress. It puts everybody to sleep. And it puts, if you have a hard time meditating, it will put you in a meditative state within 15 minutes. as far as I've seen. Music therapy can provide outlets by writing your feelings in a musical format. And it doesn't matter if the song is good or bad. It's just a matter of getting your feelings out there. It doesn't matter if you can play a musical instrument or not. It doesn't matter if you think you're a good singer or not. Everybody is born with a natural tendency to create music in some form. Whether it's dancing, singing, playing an instrument, pounding on pots and pans when you're a child. Music is born into us. It's a part of our human rhythm. It's a part of our speech patterns, and we'll talk about that in another video. How music and sound patterns have helped us evolve and communicate as a human species. For now, thank you for joining me. I wish you all well. May all beings be peaceful. May all beings be light. May all beings be free.